Welcome to the live replay. Today is August 27th, and we're going to be finishing up, well, I think finishing up December in Janelle's bullet journal. So let me make sure everything is set up and good to go. Oh, oops. Welcome here, you guys. Hey, Kristen, thanks for liking the live. All right. A crystal on your cat's page. That's great. Nice to have you, Odie the cat. Tina, hey. How are you guys? I feel like it wasn't as long as my last family holiday break, but I was gonna say I hope you had a good weekend, but it's been much more than a weekend since I saw you guys. Let me just put some of these charms away. I don't have many sitting out, but I just have like 3. Hey, Paige. I know, it feels like it's been so long. I'm doing well, Paige. The visit was great. They stayed for like, I think 4 or 5 days, which it was our first time like hosting people in our new place. And it was so nice to, like, in the past, like, because we used to live far from my parents, so then they would come visit, but we lived in like a small little duplex, 1 bathroom kind of situation. So like, I always loved it when they would come, but hosting felt like more of a chore. You know, it was like we're sharing the space that we actually like need for our family. But now that we have a nice spacious home with like an actual guest bedroom, guest bathroom, all of that, it was just like fun to host. You know, of course it's still work, like making all the meals and stuff, but also they helped out a lot. They did like we have a garden and like a greenhouse here that I just have not touched because we moved here in the very beginning of July, so like a little late to be planting most things. And the people before us, like, clearly, at least this year, you know, like once they knew they were selling, they didn't take care of that kind of stuff at all. So everything was so grown over, and it was just, I don't know, overwhelming to me because it was such a busy season of like journal stuff. And obviously being a mom of like a 1-year-old, I can't just garden with him outside because he just eats the dirt. So anyways, they helped with a lot of that stuff. So it was like a lot of work hosting, but we also got a lot of help with like necessary projects. And it was just nice to see them after moving away for the first time ever, like my husband's first time not living near his parents, and our first time, you know, since we've been married, not living right near them. Okay, why can't I pull up? Sorry guys, I'm trying to pull up my calendar at the same time as I'm talking, but it keeps going to the wrong spot. Okay, December, there we go. Hey, Alex, I am doing well. Thank you guys for joining. I'm just figuring out calendar spacing here, making sure, yes, we match up with the end of November. Hey, Britt. How are you guys? All right, I need to count now. 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah. Oh, yay, Nikki. I'm glad it made it to you. Thanks, Stevie. Okay, sorry. This calendar for some reason is messing with my brain here. Let me just count like a normal person. All right. So we're doing December today, which is the last month in this journal. And then I'm planning to come on my live tomorrow evening and then probably Friday afternoon to like completely finish up this journal. And then the next one sold today. And girl, if you're here, let me know because it's one of our dear friends who's on live with us like all the time. So I'm really excited to do a journal with her. I don't want to say too much, but she was so on it. I know, and she texted me, she's like, I'm at Costco, but I set my timer. She just like really wanted to get it. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that with her. And yeah, you guys will definitely recognize her because we've done a few empty journals for her recently. And now we get to do a full one. Crystal on Odie's page. I feel like I need to save it for when she's here. I think she was gonna try to come tonight. You guys are so cute. I like how many of you guys have ideas right away once I give like one hint. Yeah, it was fast this time. It's not always that fast. Yeah, it was very fast. I was just realizing like, so with the gold foil customization, I'm learning. But wow, this is a much bigger learning curve than I expected it to be. And part of me is feeling like I bit off more than I can chew. I'm gonna still try doing it, try doing it. I'm going to do it for at least for these 200 or next few, whatever, journals before the pre-made ones. And I think I'll continue to do it because hopefully I'll get faster in that time. But yeah, I was just realizing like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do as many custom journals if I'm adding so many layers of customization because each layer is so fun, like the charms, the name page, the gold foil, but it all adds like a lot of work. Especially the gold foil has been very tricky for me. And I don't know if it's just because I'm totally new to it. I feel like I'm like moderately tech savvy, but I'm having a really hard time with like the tech side, the actual like execution side. It's not turning out to be as easy as I expected. So I'm hoping though that I just kind of get into a groove with it and then it's not as time consuming and stressful. I could, you know, okay, why do I forget what the M stands for? I knew your name. Oh, it's been too long since I've called you by name though. Oh, moving into college, Delaney. Well, that's so exciting. Odie the cat, like, I would love to, but also like, Megan. Okay, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna try to lock that in. I would love to. It's just like, if I don't pack the orders while I'm on live, I either need to stop doing so many lives or stop taking so many orders. You know, like, because for me, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2, which is top priority. And so as it is right now, I basically choose either nap time or bedtime to go on live the entire time. And then either nap time or bedtime has, you know, working on the pre-made journals, working on a next collection of stamps. Like, I don't have any other minutes in my day that I can devote to doing the customization or whatever. So if I'm not doing it on a live, I'm not doing it at all. Like, I can't find another spot. But anyways, that's... What question was I answering? Oh yeah, do 1 live a week, just doing the blank journal. Yeah, then I don't know where I would find the time to do the other ones. And also, like, from a businessy perspective, which I know most people don't care about, but I'm realizing that it's like the customization, like people seeing that on a live is what drives my orders, you know? So if I don't do that on a live, not only do I have to find time outside of the live to do it, but also I don't make sales. So oh, Laura, literally just this, basically nothing. Haven't missed much. Aw, fun. Her girls' journals. Oh, that's cute, Crystal. I love that. Okay, sorry, I feel like I was trying to answer a question here. Yeah, Amber, but I know. I feel like I may be biting off too many layers of customization, more layers of customization than I can chew. But thing is, the one that I enjoy most is the name pages. The one that I think is like the cutest is the charms. But the one that I feel like most people want is the cover, you know? So it would be hard for me, like, yeah, I feel like maybe I'm offering too many layers, but it's just because my favorite one to do, the name page, my favorite one to look at, the charms, and what I think most people, their favorite one is, because it's, you know, the front cover of your journal, like you see it every time you open it. They're all different things, so I feel like, yeah, I don't know which one I would cut if I felt like I had to cut one. Okay, let's keep going with our theme here. I'm gonna do a little, I gotta move that from my ink. Aw, that's so sweet, Crystal. Amanda, someone new, but someone who's like often on our lives. You'll definitely recognize her name, but I want to wait till she's here to like announce it just in case she cares. Thank you, Sophia. Jesus loves you too. 1 name page, 2 charms, 3 cover. Oh, really, Stevie K? That's good to know. That is good to know. Not because I have plans to ditch the cover design, but because of how much time it's taking me. I'm like, I was planning to like just kind of charge the same amount per extra layer of customization, you know, like a few bucks for a charm or a name page or whatever, but the the gold foil designs are just taking me so much more time than any of the other ones. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna need to charge like more for the gold foil cover. But would that be, you know, the one that most people want? I thought that might be disappointing, but anyways. Yeah, I'm really excited to do a journal for this person. I have no idea if she wants me to keep it secret till she gets here. I should have asked, because if not, I'm gonna feel silly for just like keeping you guys in the dark. Okay, that's good to know, Megan. I know, right, Carson? Like, I genuinely never expected that when I started doing lives, you know? Like, I hoped that people would watch, but I didn't think that we would have, you know, like a whole group where we actually like know each other's names and see each other almost every day. And like, you know, it's so funny. I didn't expect that. It is wholesome, hey? Like, I feel like the internet doesn't always produce, you know, the best circles, but we definitely won with this one. Okay, so I did a little stack of pancakes with blueberries over there, and then maybe I'll just stick with the little blueberries up here in this corner. Oh, Amanda, don't you worry. I'm gonna open up the next ones as soon as I can. I should just show you guys where I'm at with the gold foil designs. But let me finish this at the very least, and then I can show you. Some blueberries, we'll add some sparkles, and then maybe a little box or maybe some like plaid background sort of thing. All right, sparkles. Okay, let's, I think I might do just like a border here in purple and outline it with our same sort of like dashed outline. And then we'll be done with this calendar page here. Aw, thanks you guys. You know I say this a lot, and I don't want to sound, you know, disingenuous, but I really am so grateful for you guys. Like, I had completely given up on this little side hustle, and yeah, starting to go live was like nerve-wracking because I had never shared a stitch of behind the scenes before. It had always just been me and my desk, and then I'll show you the final product. Like, you don't need to know that I don't use a ruler, that I don't, you know, trace things out, that I just like wing it, you know? I always kind of hid that part, but starting lives was just like, yeah, it's been crazy how many of you guys have come along, and I really, really appreciate your support. Like, purchasing or not, it changes my life to, like, you know, be able to do something that I have so much fun with and get to stay home with my kids. So I am very grateful for you guys, and obviously have like the most positive corner on the internet. Honestly, Christina, that's so funny because Yahtzee was like me and my husband's go-to game when we first got married. And that's also when I was just like starting my bullet journaling YouTube channel. So all of my Yahtzee sheets have like practice calligraphy, practice doodles. That's hilarious. Okay. So, this is where we're going to leave the title page and the little notes page. Let me show you guys some of the customization that I've been experimenting with. Oh, I'm nervous to show you because it's like, it's been a struggle. Okay, so my original plan, and what I might still do, but My original plan was to do a small design like this with your name underneath it in calligraphy, but like really fine and small. And every time I try cutting that, either the cutter doesn't, you know, get all of the fine details that I need, like it will leave the whole of the A or something like that, or I can't weed it nicely and I break the strand. You know, like I need to figure it out. But anyways, that was my original thought. But then I was like, oh, but that's like what every journal has. You know, every journal has the cover icon there. And even if you search for like custom journal, they all will do that exact same thing, like an icon and then your name. So I was like, maybe I should do something different. So I tried. So this would be on the front cover and in a less holographic gold. They sent me like all of their different gold options. So I was trying out some of the worst ones for this, but this would be on the front, but like, you know, doing your name and then a doodle up along, oh, I should show you on a new journal, like up along the side here, or like just your name along the bottom by the bow. I don't know. Or I thought about doing like stacked calligraphy in the middle to make it kind of unique, but not everyone's going to want stacked calligraphy or just calligraphy, you know, I don't know. So anyways, that was kind of, those were the options I was playing around with, was like doing something like this, going down the side in a bigger design, or stacked in the middle, or just like small name beside the bow. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, this gold is almost like green holographic looking. Not my favorite, but I decided to try with some of the, or like this one, which like literally looks like sequins. That was another one that I was just playing around with. I love how like it sticks on so nicely. Like I'm really impressed with how it's applying. But yeah, whenever I try to do a smaller detailed thing, I'm just really having trouble getting those details crisp. So that's what made me think of maybe doing a bigger thing. So either like down the side with like your name and then a doodle, or like stacked in the middle, or just like so yeah, down the side with your name and a doodle, stacked in the middle, or like a little name over here. You know, those are kind of the options that I'm thinking of right now. Do you guys have any thoughts? The stacked is beautiful. Okay. Okay. Stacked or small by the bow would be nice. Well, yeah, and Stevie, I just sent them an email. I'm guessing that it's probably a problem on my end, like a setting that needs to be changed, or a different blade or something like that. And when you say let people choose, I would love to do that. But like we were talking about earlier, I feel like I have too many customizable variables at the moment. You know, like choose your charm, choose your name page, choose your layout, and then what it's going to say and what the icon is. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to just simplify. This is how the names are displayed. Write the name you want and choose your icon. You know, like I would love to offer people the option, but both for their sake, because there's so many layers, and for my sake, I feel like I need to just choose a format and go with the format. Okay, so most people like the stacked. Increase the pressure. Okay, thank you, Kennedy. Because yeah, with stacked, I could either do stacked and no icon, or stacked and like, you know, a little flower over here and here. The one thing about stacked is that then I'm doing every single one by hand on my iPad, and I can't go directly from my iPad to the cutting machine. It would have to be iPad to computer to cutting machine. Whereas with this, like I would just use a font for this. You know, I wouldn't, like I could make a handwritten font, but at least I could do a font. Oh yes, just call me Kim. It would be an add-on. The bow plain will be the default. And then this is just one of your add-on options. Stacked name without design. Yeah, that's true, Carson. That could be, yeah, I had like either bigger, like thicker calligraphy down the side. You think something small by the bow? Yeah, I feel like that could be cute. And maybe it is like, yeah, the pressure or my weeding strategy, or like different blade, different settings. I don't know. Self-conscious about big name. Oh, that does make sense, I guess, Stevie. I mean, I feel like most people, no, that's totally fair. I'm not trying to minimize that, but I feel like with the amount of information that people put on the internet, you know, like name, first, middle, last, birth date, all of that, like whatever. I feel like that wouldn't be my first concern, was for people to see my first name on a journal, but I do understand that. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep, you'll probably see a poll up on my stories soon. But yeah, I think those are going to be kind of the 3 options in the poll, unless you guys have any other ideas. But I think the 3 options in the poll will be big name down the side with or without an icon, stacked calligraphy in the middle, not sure if I would add icons to that, or small by the bow, if I can figure out the right settings to do that. That is the next roadblock that I'm trying to get over. The next one of many. I've been working on that like all weekend, every chance I had while my in-laws were here, and it was a lot harder than I expected it to be, but yeah, Stevie, I am so like, I don't know. I totally get it. I try to be as private as I can with like internet stuff, but I wouldn't even think about it for like just a first name out and about. Okay. So keep your eyes open for a poll on my Instagram stories, but thank you for your opinions about the stacked calligraphy though, because honestly I wasn't even sure if I would include that, because I don't know, I feel like just kind of the composition of that, like in contrast with the bow, I felt like was maybe a little bit awkward. But oh, just call me Kim. No, I'm using a Caesar Juliet. And they don't have an iPad design studio anyways. They do have an iPad Caesar app, but it just has like material information, whatever sort of information, and not, sorry, I'm trying to read comments while I talk, and not a design app. All right, so we're gonna leave the title page mini calendar like this. Then let's do the family or favorite moments page. Let me show you what we've done so far for different favorite moments pages. This one we did in July, the little towels, which I love. And for August, we did little boxes like this. For September, we did little like note cards like that. For October, we just kind of sectioned things off with doodles like this. And then for November, we did little boxes, like kind of patch looking boxes. What are we gonna do for December? Do you guys have any thoughts? And don't say pancakes, like every memory goes on a pancake. No. I know somebody would say it if I didn't say don't. Oh, the theme is like a cozy breakfast sort of themes, like pajamas, breakfast foods, that kind of stuff. This is the picture that we took doodle inspiration from. So yeah, it's kind of a tricky one because it's like cozy little clothes, but also breakfast foods. Plates. Oh, I just feel like plates aren't that cute. You know, like just white circles. Let me think here. Shades of blue, boxes and designs. Oh, which spread in the pre-made one? Oh, right. Tablescape, yeah. I will be honest, I was not planning to do like doodles as the boxes. I could, but I don't know if this theme like lends itself to that as much, other than, yeah, like a plate or a placemat, but I'm just trying to think here. My mind was going somewhere more similar to like what we did for, yeah, like November or August or something. Small doodles. Yeah, lily pads, but with plates. Like August. What did I do for August? Oh yeah, this one, Doi. Okay. Let me think here. Oh, you guys. I know this isn't the same exact theme, but what if we did like a blanket, but like a quilt style blanket like we did for her previous journal for the memories page? Do you remember that? And then some of the patches could have like little doodles on them, but most of them would be empty for like, oh, I'm trying to remember though how I even drew that. I think I remember enough to do it again, right? Okay, let's do something quilt-ish anyways. I don't know exactly how it's gonna look, but we'll do something quilt adjacent. Maybe I'll do purple for the edge. And then a black outline. I know I don't need to apologize, but sorry you guys for ignoring your suggestions and just going with my own. I always feel so bad because I know that you guys give good ideas. And I asked for the ideas. But sometimes my brain will just get thinking about my own idea and then I have trouble processing how the ones that I just asked for would even look. So that is what happened in this situation. Paunch Savar. Okay. Who are you actually? Are you gonna tell us or just come on your husband's account? Yes, thank you guys. I just never want to make it sound like your ideas are like objectively bad, because I'm like, you should go do them. They're good ideas. I can't take them all, and then sometimes my brain gets running in one direction as you guys keep giving ideas, and I just kind of roll with it. Oh, OG Nanny, cool. Sorry, cowgirl. These ones are sold out. Do you mean the price of like a full custom or like an empty journal like this? Because those are going to be very different answers. I know I had gotten a few questions about the price of the, like, these ones. I don't plan on raising the price from my old ones. I do plan to charge for some customizations, but the journals themselves, I plan to keep the pricing the same. So cowgirl, so this journal, every page has been drawn by hand. specific to what this customer requested. And these journals, well, I should show you with one that I've actually done. These journals, the empty ones, you get to customize your charms, a name page if you want one, but the inner pages are just blank for you to draw on. That's the difference. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, I want to get these new ones like officially launched because I want to start one of them. I haven't even chosen one for myself and like cracked it open yet because I've just been trying to figure out the dang customization. Same specs, yes. Pages, sorry. I'm thinking of too many things while I'm trying to talk. Pages are 160 GSM. There's 192 of them. Elastic bookmark. These ones didn't have, elastic pen loop ribbon bookmarks. These ones didn't have the pocket in the back. The new ones do. However, the new ones, miscommunication, do not have pen loops. So I actually ordered separate pen loops that match the colors. So if you want a pen loop, you can stick your own on. So that's one thing they don't have, which, to be honest, I never use the pen loop anyway, but it is a feature that I requested. And then, oh yeah, the paper, because it has been a few years, the paper is different. Like I can tell in the look and the feel, but I tested them for like, I did, 6 coats of marker with white gel pen on top in both journals, and they behaved exactly the same. So it's, yeah, they are very, very similar. Yay. Oh, Melissa, I was waiting for one of you guys to pop in because I wanted to ask you exactly that question. If they made it to you. Good, because I've never had a journal not arrive, but I have had like many times where people are like, oh, do you know where my journal is? And unfortunately, sometimes, if you don't choose tracking, lots of people don't even realize that they're not choosing tracking. But if you don't choose tracking at checkout, I can't see the tracking either. But yeah, I've never had a journal that didn't make it. I've had plenty though where people have been like, do you know where it is? And I don't. Yeah, Cowgirl, for the hand-drawn ones, yes. Those are hours and hours. Yeah, exactly. Or customs just hangs on to them for no specific reason. Yeah. Ooh, Alex, I haven't actually said who got the custom bullet journal yet. It's someone you guys will know. She's here so often, but I haven't seen her yet today, which is why I haven't said her name yet. So if you're here, come out of hiding. Oh yeah, no worries, Melissa. I would do, I'm cheap. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't order tracking and I would just cross my fingers and hope for the best. Stevie, you're hilarious. This is 520, right? Yeah, it looks like 520, but it's so worn out. I'm pretty sure it's 520. The color. Okay. I just love how many of you guys know each other. Like the fact that so many of you can like based off of just such minimal hints. Like her name has been said multiple times already. You guys definitely know who it is. It's so funny. I really hope she comes tonight because now maybe it wasn't a big deal to keep it a secret, but now I'm making it a big deal. So now she needs to come so that we can actually do the big reveal. The suspense. I know. I mean, I feel some suspense when I open up a custom journal slot because I have no idea who's going to buy it. If it's going to be, you know, most people are so easy to work with and choose designs that I enjoy making. But, you know, it is nerve-wracking because, like, I'm going to be locked into making this journal for the next month or more. Oh, yeah. So when it's someone that I actually like know and know their style, I'm like, whew, sigh of relief. This is going to be another fun one. Yeah, Christine, like I was saying earlier, I used to never share behind the scenes, like not an ounce of behind the scenes content was shared. So it was just like they tell me what to make and I hide away and make it and they better like it because they ordered from me. So it is a little bit more nerve-wracking now that people can actually like watch the whole process. Like, I don't know, but it's so fun though. No, Mackenzie, this person has never had a custom before. It's not Janelle, not Patty, not Summer, not Alyssa. But she has had a name page. Oh yeah, Angela? How many? You guys are funny. I definitely probably didn't need to make it into a big deal, but now it is. Angela, what kind of crafting are you doing these days? Okay, finally finished just the border of this page. Now I need some water. Sherry, multiple name pages in the past couple months, or month even. A couple months maybe. Okay, now I'm just gonna start drawing patches, but I am gonna keep a section. Yeah, that's right, Paige. You're right. Okay. I want a middle box for writing favorite moments. Actually, maybe I'll do a few different ones. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wood burning. I have a wood burner. I used it a few times right when I got it, but honestly, once I started bullet journaling, I just really haven't touched any other hobbies since. Paige, you did guess Janelle like right off the bat last time. That was so funny though, when Janelle ordered, just because her previous journal was so much more complicated than this one. So I was like, okay, love working with Janelle, but I'm very ready for a new customer with a different vision that was going to be a little bit more simple to execute. And then Janelle ordered again. But this one has been simpler to execute because she changed her layout. Kashi, we're doing this little, we've been calling it a cozy breakfast theme, just like breakfast doodles, jammies, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's very true, Paige. I did say that. Janelle's first journal, well, okay, it wasn't her first, it was her first one this year. I've done many for Janelle. But her first journal this year, it was great. I loved the themes that she chose. The only thing was she had 4 weekly pages for every week instead of 2. And so I would mess up the dates so often because I just, like, my brain was just so stuck in the 2-page weekly spread. And then I had to make, so instead of just doing like 8 total weekly pages, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, for 4 to 5 pages, like 8 to 10, it was twice that. So I was doing 16 to 20 pages worth of weekly spreads. So every month just kind of like dragged on, you know, like we spent a lot more time on each month because there were twice as many pages to do. It's like, I loved the themes. I thought it came out so cute. But by the end, I was just like very ready to get back into like more of a normal bullet journal pace because I was just, yeah, doing the double weekly spread thing and making so many mistakes throughout the journal with remembering that I was doing a double weekly spread. Just kind of dragged on. But I really loved how her journal turned out. Yeah, seriously, Kaylee. Okay, I need what kind of patches am I gonna put over here? Maybe I should just close this one in. Yeah, Jack, the themes were very fun. I think I had already been uploading to YouTube at that point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Also, if you go like way back, like years and years back, you'll see flip throughs of like all the journals that I've ever done for her because she's had quite a few over the years. But back in like 2021, or maybe it was 2020, no, 2021, I was putting out like a custom bullet journal flip through twice a week because I was just making so many. That was fun. And the themes back then were a lot simpler than the ones that we do now on live. So if you're looking for simple theme ideas, that's probably a good place to go. Okay, so I'm gonna do the, okay, actually, I'm just gonna do some doodles on some of these boxes and stamp in family memories on some of the boxes. So this one's gonna have just 3 blueberries and some sparkles. This one's gonna have a pair of blue slippers. This one's gonna have, what kind of purple thing should I put somewhere? Maybe over here I'll do like a purple smoothie cup because it's a breakfasty theme. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the black outlines on those so that they look more complete. Oh, send to the, yes, sorry. Check for a puzzle piece. Thank you, Sarah. It's actually not here, but it's so confusing because if it were gonna be here, it would definitely be here by now, but it's not. I will never understand the puzzle piece. Because we haven't even done a poll tonight. Sometimes I think maybe it doesn't do the puzzle piece because it knows that I'm here, like, you know, humanly interacting because we've done other like polls and stuff, but we haven't done anything like that tonight. Five minutes the other night. Hi, that's vicious, TikTok. Have any of you guys checked out Paige's lives? Sorry, Paige, I'm singling you out. I go to Paige's lives. They come up on my For You page sometimes. Whoop. Just follow Paige. Good. Go show some support. Hey, Jessie. Okay. Now, let me see here. I want to put some patterns into some of these and then also some, the title. That's the other thing. I'm going to put a pattern behind here. And I know Janelle was gonna try to come join the live one of these days to choose her charm and stuff. So Janelle, if you're here, let me know. And also our dear friend who bought the next custom bullet journal, if you're here, let me know because I built up undue suspense about who you are. So we gotta share with the class as soon as you get here. Oh yeah, Jessie, there's the title page. Little pajamas, slippers, and breakfast foods. Oh, and right now we're doing the favorite moments page for the month. So these are just gonna be like empty boxes for her to write down memories from the month. I think I'm gonna put favorite over here. Maybe moments over here. I don't know. I was thinking I would just throw them into random boxes. Or maybe up here, all in one box. I don't know. What do you guys think? Favorite moments. I'm gonna put little Oh, Jesse, I try to write wherever the person is from. Line you missed, but oh no, it wasn't. Thank you. I try to do it to match wherever they're from. So I know that Janelle is American, so I do favorite with just the O. Yes, it's like a quilt sort of spread. So we're gonna write favorite moments. Right? That's what, yes, favorite moments. Okay. Maybe I'll do favorite here. You think in one box together? One box? Okay, then I'm just gonna put it up here because I feel like this is a good box for it. Favorite moments. Oh, cool, Miss Kitty Cat. That's fun. I always keep fabric as though I will one day fabric quilt, but we'll see if that ever happens. I'm trying to find someone though to... Have you ever seen those like quilted like book bags or Bible bags or like pouches? They're not really bags, but they are so cute, and I'm trying to find someone who would want to make me one of those for my journal because I feel like it would be the cutest accessory. These stamps are from Paperwrld, but I know you can get similar ones all over the place. I got mine from Paperwrld. I do have a discount code in my bio if you're interested. I'm assuming they still sell them, but it's been a few years since I ordered them. Miss Kitty Cat, like I would want an A5 size one for a journal. Yes, you should, Stevie. I know my mom quilts like blankets for each grandkid, but she's already got a queue, you know, so she can't, I don't want to add too many other things to her plate. Jesse, I just committed to using black because I didn't want to wipe them off after using black all the time because I like using black. But I would love to have like a separate set of stamps that I use with like lighter colors and then a set that I just use with black so that I didn't always have to wipe it off. But Miss Kitty Cat, ideally, yes, I would have like, ideally it would be like a pouch around and then like a big bow holding it shut either on the top or the bottom and like quilted fabric with like a pouch for like markers and pens. Quilted jacket, those are so cute. Yes. Okay. Let me do some other... Yes, a book sleeve. That's what they're called, isn't it? I'm just going to color some boxes in as though, you know, it's like different types of fabric. So some are going to be solid colors, some are going to be white, and some are going to be like plaids and simple patterns. Yeah, it's a great hobby page. Wait, Angela, what did you say you do? What hobbies? Oh, you do, Kaylee? That's sweet. Should I make that into gingham or just leave it stripes because there's so many other plaids? I was planning to do gingham, but now I kind of like the stripes. Stripes, stripes, stripes. Okay. You've convinced me. I don't know if I'll do polka dots. I'm gonna do another stripes one over here. Maybe a gingham one in this color over here. Okay, do I want to do another solid blue box? Solid beige, you think? Ooh, where would I put that? Probably somewhere on this page. This page doesn't have much beige. Let's put it right here. Oh, I moved too quickly to look for advice. Whoops. Okay. I think I might do a solid blue right here. And then maybe to be done. Maybe on all the empty ones, I'll just do colored stitches. Hey, that would be cute, I think. Oh, I see, Stevie. Yeah, you're right. Completely shut down all of your guys' awful ideas. Just kidding. They were great ideas. I just had a one-track mind situation. Okay, let's just do stitches like that. Love that idea, Crystal. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with all the comments. I just peeked up and saw that one. So sorry if you're asking questions. I'm just kind of drawing a million dashed lines, so I'm a little busy.